So I don't think our starting point should be, oh, how do we cooperate with the good Democrats? No, the starting point is, how can I be loyal to working people, and how can I mobilize their strength in order to win victories?
There's a big conflict between them enter and them exit. And what I mean conflict, like there's, a little fight back between the community as far as which strategy to use. How do you balance having solidarity with Democrats who were elected on the council? Because I know you have to get things passed on the council and you have to collaborate with people on the council, and also people outside, Democrats outside of on the council, meaning Democratic clubs. So for example, the King County Young Democrats supported you 3 years ago. So to get support from actual Democrats, I want to ask you, Kshama, how do you balance the two?
So the reality is that for the most part, the majority of voters who voted for us in these 4 elections probably identify as Democrats or maybe independents, but I don't think that the majority of them identify as socialists. So the strategy we used was, in order to reach out to rank and file people who may be Democratic Party supporters, is we, on the one hand, we didn't hide what our politics are. From day one, I made it very clear I'm a socialist, I'm a member of Socialist Alternative, and this is what I believe. But at the same time, what we said is that if you don't have to agree with me about socialism, but if you agree that workers are grossly underpaid, if you agree that the inequality in our society is criminal and the bosses are making away with all this money while hardworking people, even the hardest working people are left actually at that time, below the poverty line, because the $50 minimum wage, by the way, lifted 100,000 Seattle workers above the poverty line, which was the bare minimum. Obviously now it is nowhere close to enough because the cost of living has become unprecedented. But the point is, what we said was, if you agree with us on these concrete demands, like $15 an hour, like taxing big businesses like Amazon to fund affordable housing, if you agree that the rent is too damn high and we need rent control and we need to strengthen renters' rights with a Bill of Rights, then this campaign is your campaign. Come fight alongside us. Don't just vote for us. Come fight alongside us. Let's win this, and let's begin addressing the inequality in our city. So on that basis, we build powerful solidarity among the working class in Seattle, on the basis of concrete demands, and at the same time, really also pushing our points. We were never coy about stating our opinions on why it doesn't work to support the Democratic Party. But we had a different approach to Democratic Party politicians. So I would make a real distinction between ordinary people, rank and file people, workers who may vote Democrat, and Democratic Party politicians, let alone the Democratic Party apparatus. So when I'm an elected representative, my loyalty has to unambiguously be with the working people and the oppressed that I claim to represent. So my loyalty to them comes first. And to the extent that any progressive Democrat is willing to stand with us, maybe even in a rare instance fight with us, then absolutely we welcome that, and we want to do that together. And so on a few occasions there were, especially one left-leaning politician in Seattle who's not on the council anymore, with whom we worked together in order to win things for renters, and also for certain resolutions for environmental rights, against climate change. But I think the bottom line has to be not cooperation with the Democrats, but building the strength of working people. And to the extent that any Democrat is willing to support us, absolutely we welcome that. I have to say, unfortunately, not that it does not happen, but that's always the exception to the rule. So I don't think our starting point should be, oh, how do we cooperate with the good Democrats? No, the starting point is, how can I be loyal to working people, and how can I mobilize their strength in order to win victories?